Before everything changed, her life was quietly dull. A kind of paralyzing stillness, the kind of slow rhythm where you forget what day it is. Not because you're relaxed, but because every day feels the same. Her name was Maya. She was 40. Lived alone in an old apartment on the outskirts of Texas. Peeling walls, crumbling tiles. The hum of the air conditioner was the only sound that filled her long nights. For the past 7 years, Maya worked as a librarian at a university library. A job of quiet routine. No surprises, no noise, no life. But then, something started to shift. First came the unexplained anxiety. Then insomnia. Then the hallucinations. She heard women's screaming voices echoing in her head. She took sleeping pills nightly, but her mind stayed awake, like something was pulling it out of her body. She began missing work, telling herself she just needed a nap, but never waking on time. Maya's hair was long, frizzy, black, dry, and brittle. Usually tied off-center or left loose in an exhausted mess. It looked as tired as she did. The final meeting at work was brief. Her manager sat across from her, fingers tapping the desk.
Maya, this is the 3rd month your attendance has been below the minimum.
She just nodded, couldn't meet his eyes.
I know. I'm sorry.
But it didn't matter. The termination letter was already prepared. And just like that, 7 years vanished in a blink. From that day on, Maya's world began to collapse. Rent piled up. The fridge was nearly empty. She sold her belongings one by one, from earrings to her gaming mouse. She applied everywhere, but no one wanted someone recently fired. At night, she gamed until exhaustion, as if to numb the sadness. In the morning, she lay motionless in bed, staring at the ceiling. Wore the same stretched-out grey sweatshirt and faded leggings for days. Ignored messages. Avoided mirrors. She no longer existed in her own life. One evening, as the sky turned pale orange, Maya wandered the sidewalk aimlessly. Nowhere to go, no reason. Only a need to escape the walls. And then, she saw it. A rundown barber shop, with a cracked wooden sign swaying slightly. Barber shop. On the dusty glass pane was a handwritten note in blue ink. Help wanted. No experience required. Must be trustworthy. Maya stopped. Her heart pounded. Through the dusty window, she saw an old leather chair, a tarnished mirror, and the soft yellow light of a ceiling bulb. She pushed the door. A small bell chimed gently, ting-ting. An older man emerged from the back. He was in his 60s, white slicked back hair, olive skin, a face sealed and stern.
Hi, here for a haircut?
He asked. Maya shook her head.
No, I saw the sign.
Oh, about the job?
Yes, I have no experience, but I'm willing to learn.
He looked her over. Wrinkled clothes, messy hair, tired face. But something in her eyes made him pause.
What's your name?
Maya, I'm 40.
Have you ever worked in a hair salon before?
No, I used to be a librarian. I was recently laid off. But I'm organized. I'm punctual. I just need a chance.
He crossed his arms, looking up at her.
I'm Tony. This salon was here before you were born. My old assistant left town. I'm old. I can't clean by myself anymore.
So, do you still need someone?
Maya asked, barely audible.
You look like someone who needs a fresh start.
He replied.
I do.
She nodded.
Then come tomorrow, 9 a.m.
Then he paused, looked again.
It's 8, not 9.
Maya blinked.
You just said...
I've changed my mind.
He cut in, voice firm.
If you want this job, show me you can come early, not just on time. And listen, Maya, if you're not there by 8 a.m. tomorrow, don't come.
She nodded, throat dry.
I'll come.
And where's something nicer than this?
Glancing at her hoodie and worn leggings.
This isn't a homeless shelter. You don't need fancy clothes, just clean, neat, not sloppy.
That night, Maya didn't touch her laptop. No games, no notifications. She clumsily ironed her clothes, brushed her tangled hair until her scalp burned. She set 2 alarms. One on her phone, one on an old bedside clock. And for the first time in weeks, she fell asleep before midnight. N2. 7:55 a.m. The next morning, Maya stood outside the shop, clutching a forest green apron, wearing a pale pink blouse, a navy skirt, hair tied in a ponytail with a few strands sticking out. 7:58, Tony arrived. Said nothing, opened the door, she followed. Inside was unchanged. Dim, quiet. The scent of talc powder mixed with old wood. The leather chair gleamed under yellow light. A small radio buzzed faintly from a dusty shelf. Tony placed his keys on the counter, pulled open a drawer, and took out a stack of papers, 2 dense pages of printed text.
Before we begin, the contract.
He handed her a pen. Maya looked down. Her eyes skimmed the fine print. "There's a lot here," she whispered.
There's a lot here.
No time.
Tony cut in coldly.
No buts. I don't have time to procrastinate. I don't babysit.
Can I?
Decide.
"I don't babysit. Make a choice." She looked at him. Her hand trembled. She glanced at the contract one last time, then slowly picked up the pen. Signed. Tony took the signed papers and placed them neatly in the drawer, then stared at her directly.
Sit down.
He said, pointing to the barber chair. Maya froze.
I thought. Today was just cleaning?
You think so?
Tony tilted his head.
My salon doesn't have cleaners. Only people who serve customers in the most proper way. And to do that, you need to know what it's like to sit in this chair.
I don't understand.
Her voice faded. Tony didn't reply. He grabbed the clippers from the wall, plugged it in, flicked the switch. Click. The hum vibrated low, cold, steady. Not loud, but enough to echo down her spine. Maya stood frozen, heart racing.
Sit down, Maya.
He repeated firmer this time.
You signed a contract. No negotiations.
He said, approaching.
No explanations. No one asked you what you wanted.
She took half a step back, but her legs wouldn't obey. Her hands were ice cold. She stared into the mirror, saw herself, frightened, hyperventilating. Tony stepped forward, placed his hand gently on her shoulder. Pressed down. She sat. He placed the clippers at the center of her forehead. The buzzing touch made her flinch. Vrr. One long swipe from her forehead to the nape. Hair fell in clumps, heavy, tangled, damp.
Stop, please. I don't want to.
Maya whispered. Tony leaned in, voice like a breeze.
We just asked you to follow.
He continued. Each stroke a part of her past shaved away. A layer of resistance stripped. An identity smothered. When the clippers stopped, Maya had nothing left but a bald scalp shaved clean, flat-top military style. She didn't cry. Just sat, fists clenched on the chair, eyes locked to the mirror. Tony handed her a hand mirror.
Look closely,
he said. She looked. A new face, raw, unfamiliar. She didn't recognize herself.
Here's the template, Tony said.
Tony said.
Clean, no frills, no deviations. This is how you'll appear to your customers, every day. No nail polish, no lipstick. No personality, just function.
He removed the cape. Hair slid to the floor like feathers.
Get out.
he ordered. Maya knelt down. For the first time in her life, she gathered pieces of her own hair with bare hands and threw them in the trash. That was her first morning. That afternoon, a couple walked in. 15 minutes late. Tony said nothing, just pointed.
You're late. She's punished. Her head is shaved.
Shaved. Maya stood still. Tony handed her the comb. She understood. No more words. She approached, clipped the cape around the woman's neck, turned on the clippers. The woman closed her eyes. No resistance. The husband watched silently. After shaving both, Maya stood, hands trembling.
Do you know why they let it be?
Tony asked.
Because they're afraid of you.
Maya replied.
Number.
He shook his head.
Because they want to be controlled. Like you. They're tired of making decisions. They want someone to tell them what to do. You're starting to understand.
That night, Maya didn't go home. Tony handed her the key to a small room in the back. Iron bed, thin blanket, a wall clock alarm. No mirror. No TV. No lock. The next morning, before 8, she was ready.
We need to perfect you.
Tony said.
What do you mean?
He raised a set of straight razors. Silver blades, peppermint foam, hot towels. Not just the head. Your entire body. Nothing should remain that distracts from function. No freedom, not even a single strand. Maya trembled, but didn't object. She just nodded. She was laid on a padded bench. Each part of her body lathered, shaved, and wiped clean. No words, no music, no sound. When done, Tony looked her over.
Now, you look like a soldier.
He said. She stood, uncovered, unashamed. Her eyes still. You'll need that strength, he continued.
Because from now on, you're no longer Maya. You're C-13. A functional entity. No resistance, no questions, no emotions.
Maya nodded.
C-13. I'm ready.